based in Tokyo. I'm a Tokyo I through and through. And I have been working here about 20 years.
Speak a little bit louder.
Sorry?
Could you please speak a little bit louder?
Okay, sure. I'm a Tokyo I through and I have been working here 20 years, about 20 years. Trust me. The tuna auction starts at 5:30. I'm going to the auction after this at 5 to assess each tuna before starting auction. About 1,000 tuna lined up at the auction hall. Refrigerated fresh tuna and frozen tuna to both. They are separate into two groups at the auction hall. You can watch just frozen bluefin tuna. It turns out that the numbers painted on the tuna indicate the order in which they are to be sold off. I assess the shape first, tuna shape. Not thin, but not too thick. Moderate shape is better. I focus on some good shaped tuna. Then I dig the flesh from the tail with a hook. And I take out the flesh from the tail a little bit. And I break the flesh in my finger. And I assess fat content. It's just feeling and experience to assess. Not watery, but not too fatty, not oily. Moderately fatty is better. Then I take the flashlight and I evaluate the shade, tuna shade. Bright red color is better. Moderately fatty and has a bright red color is desirable. Then I write the numbers for my assessing, good or bad, and I decide what produce and at what price I will buy. Then it's at 5:30. A bell rings to announce the start of the auction, and immediately the shouts of the auctioneer fill the air. チリンチリンチリンチリンチリンチリンチリンチリンチリンチリンチリンチリン、はい、おはようございます。はい、1番からお願いします。はい、1番、1番、1番、1番、1番、2番、2番、2番、2番、3番、3番、3番、4番、4番、4番、like this. We bidders use hand signals to show the price they are willing to pay per kilogram. Per kilogram, 1 kilogram, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,500, 2,500, 3,500, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, etc. And as soon as highest bid is determined, and then the auctioneer moves on to the next fish. The whole process is over in just a few seconds. That's faster than computer. Because if we don't work fast, the fish will spoil. We have to work quickly. Then, after once finished, staff from intermediary wholesalers use the hook to hold their purchases onto pallets, which are loaded onto turret trucks or hand-pulled carts and taken to nearby stores, which is next to the auction hall. We have main market, wholesale market. There are about 700 wholesale shops, stands or stalls. Each shop has different owners, and they have their own specialties. The area of my expertise is just tuna, and squid, octopus, eel, salmon, shellfish, etc. There are 700 such wholesalers plying their trade on a day-to-day basis, selling their produce onto the supermarkets, food shops, and other retailers, or supplying it directly to upscale restaurants. And after outbidding, after taking tuna to my shop, I dissect and cut to sale to my customers who are sushi restaurants, Japanese food shops, hotels, supermarkets, and individual shoppers as well. But tuna is huge, huge fish. The bluefin tuna can grow to over 2 meters in length. Some of them can grow to over 3 meters in length. Naturally, the taste and the texture varies from one part of the fish to another. The tuna can be divided into 3 parts from the head to tail, upper, middle, and lower, and 2 blocks on the flesh taken to both the belly and the top side. And the flesh on the belly is progressively fatter towards the upper part, becoming less fatty toward the lower part. The otoro, or the sinews, are very strong. It's mainly found on the upper section of the belly. The chutoro, which is medium fatty part, is prevalent from the middle and the lower part on the belly. And whole much of red flesh can be found on the spinal side. With regards to price, the upper part of the belly is the most expensive. The lower part on the spinal side, the cheapest. Each part goes to different customers. Upper part of the belly goes to upscale restaurants. I will sell it per kilogram cost about 18,000 yen per kilogram. About 190 US dollars per kilogram. And the lower part on the spinal side, the cheapest, it goes to supermarkets or individual shoppers as well. Its cost per kilogram, 5,000 yen, about 60 US dollars. Freshness is not a problem, but price and quality are many different. And I usually receive the order from my customers by email and phone call. And some customers come here to source my tuna. You will find many professional chefs carrying their bamboo basket from one stall to the next. This stall for tuna, that one for shellfish, that one over there, shrimps. The wholesale area is extremely busy during the early morning. The taste of sushi is largely determined by how well the ingredients are chosen. Sourcing of ingredients varies according to how a shop runs its business and its capabilities. The price of fish sourced by one sushi shop can be anything from double to 10 times that purchased by another. This cost making the definitive difference between high-end sushi restaurants and more everyday establishments. But bad weather or typhoons are fixing us, prohibit us from getting ingredients. There are no fish is sold at this market after bad weather. So I'm always aware of the meteorology and typhoon information. But right now, it's not typhoon season here. Every September, it's typhoon season here. So it's very easy explanation about my job. If you have any questions, let me know if you have any questions about tuna fish market or anything about tuna. Okay. Okay, go ahead.
Does any of your tuna get sent out of Tokyo, or is it all included?
You mean tuna consumed where tuna?
Outside of Tokyo.
Yeah.
Outside Tokyo?
Are you customers?
Yeah, around Tokyo, because here is big demand here. Just around Tokyo.
So does the entire market supply just Tokyo, or does
And each port has their own small market, but here is biggest market. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
What's expensive to the auction?
Okay, what expensive record? Okay, it's one whole tuna costs 150 million yen. One whole tuna. It was 1.5 million US dollars. One whole tuna. It was first auction in a year about 4 years ago. First auction in a year is the most important auction because we outbid tuna to celebrate coming new year. One of the most famous chain sushi restaurants outbid it to advertise because many TV broadcasts, many magazines, many newspapers came here. It was good advertising. It was 200 kilograms. It was from Oma in Sudaru Straits in north of Japan. It was best tuna.